this concept of green economy, in my memory, came up around 2005 in Korea, when there was a conference by the UNESCO, UN Economic Social Council for Asia and the Pacific, had a conference in 2005 in Seoul, and there was a Seoul declaration, and it was about green growth.
I think green growth and green economy are similar concepts to each other. Maybe they are presented as sort of alternatives to the conventional economy or growth. In general, I think that those concepts can be used interchangeably with sustainable development.
I think green economy is similar to green growth, but they are not the same, because green growth still includes the growth ethos. Growth means just maybe increasing the size, so they are totally different. So development is a kind of qualitative approach. Growth is quantitative, so they are different. So to me, economic development or maybe green economy can be a part of sustainable development. So it is a component of sustainable development.
Almost same. It's a game of terminology among countries. But yeah, green economy is kind of broader concept. But to my eyes, rather static. No? Green growth is more dynamic. So those two terminology has different merits, but basically the same. When you do green growth really well, then you reach to green economy.
For me, my understanding is green economy is economy as a whole. We just making a green, sort of like in terms of tax, and so we need to abolish a subsidy which is harmful for the environment. So those things are I think green economy, but the green growth. So that's the Mr. Lee Myung-bak, he pushed that agenda, but for all Korean, probably green growth is just the construction itself.
Our experience in South Korea of the green economy or green growth is mainly related to the green growth policy by the government, by the Lee Myung-bak's administration. And for the many people in Korea, as well as for many NGOs, the concept of green growth supported by the Lee Myung-bak's administration was not green at all.
녹색 성장이란 말 이명박 정부 때 나왔던 이야기 말씀이신가요? 그때 나왔던 녹색 성장이라는 게 사실 이름은 녹색이라고 붙이긴 했지만 사실 그렇게 환경 친화적이고 그리고 했던 건 아니었던 것 같아요. 말부터가 사실은 녹색이란 말과 성장이란 말이 어울리지 않거든요. 그래서 저는 그 말에 대해서는 좀 부정적으로 생각합니다.
In reality, when Mr. Lee Myung-bak he implemented that agenda in South Korea, so that was he didn't have a whole concept, philosophical concept, just because he came from Hyundai Corporation as a businessman, so he was thinking just constructing dam and then technology, something a little bit technology, and that's his concept.
The last government, the Lee Myung-bak government of our society has declared also the green growth in terms of economic growth, in terms of new economic growth at 2009. But the real contents of the plan or the policy is concentrated on the some kind of new construction plan.
Under Lee Myung-bak government, every ministry wanted to use it, or not wanted, were requested the term green growth. Green growth reminds us, Lee Myung-bak, and they failed, or in reality their project were not green. So if this government used the term green growth again, there is some misunderstanding. So they need to differentiate themselves from Lee Myung-bak government. That term green growth is already contaminated. And it is a kind of political phrase here. Not academic or not theoretical concept. It is political concept.
Was very much an important agenda of the Lee Myung-bak administration. So once the president stepped down, then the new administration came in. It became a little bit more politicized than I would have cared for. So we don't use the terminology green economy so much in Korea right now. Although the idea that environmental sustainability should go hand in hand with economic growth, that principle, that these need to go together, integrated, and have to bring synergy, that idea I think remains very strong.
I cannot differentiate the differences between green economy and green growth and sustainable development. And also I think sustainable development is the concept for sustainability for economic issues and social issues and environmental issues. But for green economy and green growth, I feel like it's more about economics and environment, at least from the outfit, but not much about social sustainability.
UN came up with 17 goals of sustainable development. And justice and peace is one of the goals. Yeah, we all love justice and peace, but that was too broad. So we need to focus one or two things. And climate change is basically about environment and economy. Social development, environment, economy, and society. It's a good triangle, but when it comes to policy making and implementation, being too broad means you do almost nothing. You know? So that's why we try to concentrate on the two basic relations between environment and economy.
First, I actually like the concept itself, and also how people are putting more focus into the green than before we used to be. But I'm also worried at the same time that it has more focus on the growth. Like, I think growth itself is not really important. I believe personally that, of course, it has been very important for the whole economics and everything to grow and become better. But when we only put focus into the green and the environment, I think it's not really the growth that's important, but we should first protect the environment and try to live with the environment.
Green growth can, perhaps for the developing countries, a more attractive themes of the brand name, but for the developed countries, I think Korea is already developed country. But although the other Korean people can think Korea is not a developed country, but I think Korea is already a developed country. For the developed country, the growth is more focused themes, but more priority. Therefore, I prefer green economy to the green growth. The green economy is very, very environmentally important because the pressure, the pressure for environmental degradation are mostly coming from the economic side, that's from the production and consumption. Therefore, this production and consumption process should be greened. Therefore, green economy is essential for the environmentally friendly society and sustainable development. Therefore, green economy should be more brand or more themes for Korea in the new presidency, I think.
Two different opinions about the green growth. some institute or some people are very criticizing the green growth economy. It is the reason of criticism is like the Latin America's opinion maybe. It is the business model, or it is also the using the resources or the nature. So in the end, the green growth economy can destroy the nature.
What's the benefit of using green growth and green economy? And I feel like after sustainable development, green growth and green economy are more being utilized for providing some excuses for some of the development projects which were possibly considered as not sustainable development project, but still they are considered as a green growth or green economy project.
The environmental destroy or environmental problem are secondary problem in relation to the economic growth. That was the normal opinion in Korea, but after the introduction of the discourse about the green growth economy, there are some modified opinion about or the critical thinking about the economic growth. So in that respect, the discourse about the economic green growth economy in Korea played important role. Some positive contribution to the change of the normal opinion